so the girls are in doing schoolwork at the moment. We left early this morning from South End, I think it's called. Pearler Spot. If you're down in the Mount Gambier region, make sure you stop there. Yeah, you can drive on the beach, you can do all that sort of stuff. But yeah, today, at the moment we are at, Beachport is what it's called. And I'll tell you what, we're only here for an hour or two because we're moving on to Robe. It's, she's pretty minty. Have a look at this.
Does it mean the dog are going for a run on the beach? Not that I run, but I'm trying to get a bit fit. You know, what else have I got to do?
I'm not drinking much alcohol, so I may as well try and get a little bit fit, yeah? But, yeah.
Set up. I tell you what, I don't know what Paislee's got to whinge about. That's probably the best school view you'll ever get.
But yeah, so we're only in Robe for a night. We're catching up with some friends. We are paying for a camping spot. I know, I didn't want to. But, you know, when in Robe, pun intended. Yeah, so we're there for the night and then we're going to free camp for the rest until we get to Rapid Bay, which I am frothing for. All I keep seeing is people posting on their Instagram stories of how much they miss Rapid Bay and what a great time of the year it is to be there. So we're there for a week, and if I don't get a squid, I'm gonna sell the tinny. Don't tell the missus I said that. But yeah, so we'll move on to the next spot. We'll let you know what we think of it. But as per usual, we're just chilling and moving with the vibe, I think is probably a good way to put it.
How is this view for schoolwork?
It is amazing.
Yes.
But not distracting.
No. So I thought now would be a good time to just do a quick rundown of the schooling. I'm not going to go too far into it. If you want to know any more, message me and I will definitely go through more if you would like to know. So we are with Mount Isa School of the Air. There's a few School of the Airs around the country, but we are with Mount Isa because it's in Queensland. We wanted to stick with the Queensland curriculum because we will be going back to Queensland. So we are in the paper-based program. So they send us out all the work. So I get every term a whole box of workbooks. So we have, looks like this. So this is just English. There is all different subjects. And so in the guides, it will have the lesson and everything I have to tell her and teach her. And then along with that is the activities. And so as an example, we've been doing poems. So she has to read poems, say, like, point out what a noun is, rhyming words, and verbs, repetition, alliteration, all of this stuff. So all to do with English. So that is pretty much what's involved. So I get sent a timetable from the teacher. So we have a teacher and I email her all the time, but we only do a lesson with Paislee once a fortnight for half an hour. That's it. So we get a timetable. So it's got a thing there. So she'll send me out this timetable and every day is what I'm supposed to get done for the day. I work it differently and she's happy for me to do that. I just focus mostly on English and I do a chunk of English because I find it is better for Paislee because we just do a whole like topic in one go and then the next day we'll move on to science, because if we're doing a tiny little snippet of each subject in a day, it just doesn't work for us. So that's how we do it. Then we have extra bits and bobs, so handwriting, reading, spelling words, which she's doing right now. I have to read out a sentence and she has to try and write it and spell it and remember that sentence. And then we go through and mark it. And then all I do is there's certain things I have to send in to the teacher. So I just take a photo on my phone and then I upload it onto this program, and then the teacher will mark it. So I've literally put in a photo here of her handwriting, and then the teacher makes little notes like keep up the great work, or if she's made a mistake she'll help us through like tips and tricks on how to do it better and things we may be missing, stuff like that. So that is pretty much the rundown of the schooling. I would say, well, we probably do an hour a day, about an hour a day, and then I'm a week ahead, so I like to be at least a week ahead at all times. So if there's days we're seeing people, or you know, we're off exploring, we don't do schoolwork. So yeah, everyone does it differently. All the different schools do it differently. This is how we do it. So yeah, that is our schooling.
So we're at Robe, you know, and lovely beach, brilliant beach. And you might notice something a little bit different. I'm not holding a steering wheel. She's booted me out of the driver's seat to tow the van up the beach.
First time I've driven the van.
And first time towing the van. So I'm happy as Larry, driving on the beach. Oh no, I'm gonna drive now. I'm annoyed. Yeah, like this beach is like a highway, hey Dale?
And there's no one around, which is why I want to drive. I don't have to worry about someone coming up behind me or anything like that.
Little does she know, she's now driving to Kingston.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
I've hurt my toe getting into the car. I'm not driving.
Anyway, but South Australia, you can just drive on all the beaches.
Yeah, no permits required.
No permits. It's crazy.
But there's one thing that's weird that I've never seen before, is every time you want to launch your boat, you've got to pay to use the boat ramp.
Every state has
quirky
some type
things.
of fee for something.
But yeah, it's good. Like, I love the beaches here. So, what have we been, nearly a week in South Australia? I don't think we've travelled any more than 200 k's, which is brilliant.
It's just a little bit too cold.
Yeah, so that's the only annoying thing. I went for a swim yesterday in the beach. Well, I tried, and I swear it was no warmer than 10 degrees in that water. It was ridiculous. Like, I couldn't feel my legs. But what do you do?
Can't have it all.
Can't have it all, exactly.
I went for a swim in the freezing cold water.
Yeah, Paisley swam for half an hour. We had to pull her out because she was going to get hypothermia or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, the old South Australian beaches down in this neck of the woods, pretty damn good.
We found the best, biggest thing.
Yeah. You haven't seen the big galah yet?
Well, this is cool. The big lobster. I didn't know this existed. Why doesn't this get a big reputation like the big banana?
Well, because this is a long way out of the way.
Well, this is way cooler than a banana.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
How much cooler is this? So yeah, this is in
Kingston SE. I don't know what the SE stands for.
Yeah, Kingston SE.
It's pretty cool. But are we going to buy a lobster while we're here?
No, because I heard it's really expensive.
Oh, okay. We ain't buying a lobster.
And really, we don't really like lobster.
How do we know?
Because we had it at Christmas.
Oh yeah, we're Moreton Bay bug people.
Yeah, we're Moreton Bay bug people.
But yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, he thinks he's the squid king because look at the tiny little thing he caught.
I don't care. Do you know what? That's big in my world. All right?
Well, so this is our first squid of our trip.
Yeah. Now people usually keep the heads and stuff, but look, I'm just going to keep it simple. We'll keep the tube. Yeah. That'd be a little not nice entree.
Well, we don't need any bait at the moment either.
No, that's right. No, we don't need bait. We don't need anything. So
our first squid was caught in Kingston, South Australia.
Kingston SE. And I mentioned before, what does the SE stand for? It's Kingston Southeast.
Southeast.
Because there's a Kingston, I think at Murray Bridge
Somewhere.
or on the Murray somewhere.
Yes.
And that's why there's 2 different names. So
yes, our first squid, even though
no, it doesn't count.
No, the sun's in my eyes, I caught a squid today. And
So hang on.
no, let me tell the story. So I caught a squid today, and it was the biggest squid anyone had ever seen, like no joke, and it was too heavy to reel in. Like, I got it all the way up to where this guy helped me to pull it up, and then it like literally ripped off its tentacle. It was that heavy. If only I got it.
Do you know
because now he
once-
thinks he's better than me.
No, I once caught a blue whale.
Oh my God, why are we
did.
talking about that?
I caught a blue whale. It was like 10 meters long.
Okay, congrats.
What's a blue whale?
It ain't caught until it's off the hook in the
Anyway,
bucket.
whatever.
Anywho,
Moving
so
along.
squid are real. We can confirm squid are real.
How weird are they?
Actually, keep drinking.
They are weird.
Like, they're so weird, and we eat that and love it. Like,
But it's very much, it's
that's
so
weird.
so much easier to like
it's much
clean.
easier than a fish, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not stinky.
And that is salt water as well. We got that. That's salt water from the ocean. But no, I'm very happy, and it's our last day here.
It is.
Our last night, we thought just before we go to bed, we'll go down and have a flick, and
Yeah.
happy boy.
Yeah.
So.
I just wanted to quickly point out, to potentially help other people, the signal booster that we got from iCheck TPMS did not work, and the reasoning, we inquired with iCheck, and they revealed that there are new modelled sensors, which no idea. And obviously the guy at the store didn't know either, because he just sold us this booster and it wasn't compatible. So iCheck sent us out a brand new one for no cost at all. So that was amazing. Didn't take long to get to us. Absolutely no drama whatsoever. So that was amazing. But already just looking at the 2 boxes, I cannot see any difference at all. So I don't blame the guy at the store, and I don't blame us either, because there is no way of knowing that there were 2 different ones. So yeah, if you do need a signal booster for your iCheck TPMS, just maybe inquire and ask if you have a newer model. There must be a way of knowing. But when you look at your little monitor in your car that shows your tire pressures, there a little thing will come up if it is working. If your signal booster is working, it'll come up on your little screen, so that way you will know if it is compatible.
I'm fixing the final Friday.
Yeah, so this was
Issue.
the other issue we had with the van, where they didn't assemble it properly. So
Well, the wrong parts are fitted.
yeah, so what happened here?
I'll show you once I've cleaned this up. But this stub axle here is 35 mil shorter than all the other stub axles.
Yes, so this is
So
where
this wheel is sitting further
Yeah.
in than all the
our
others.
wheels weren't in line, and it was pointed out a couple of times by people, and that's another thing we found when we went to Alco. So they didn't have the parts in stock when we were there, so Tristan said send one out to me,
And I'll do it myself because
and
no
he'll
one
do it
touches this
himself.
anymore.
So he's capable of doing this himself, so thankfully we
Some
can
of the
do
tools
it.
I'm using are a bit unorthodox, but
You
you
just make do.
gotta make do with what you got.
Yeah, so
I'd love to have the big snap-on roll card, but
so another good thing with these Boss legs is we can lift up the whole side of the van, which is what they're designed for.
yeah, I didn't use the jack to do this. I've just used the legs.
Yeah, and you can get the tyres off by just jacking up the side of the van. So it makes it very easy, doesn't it, Dal?
It does.
So this is now hopefully the last piece to our puzzle of getting our van completely sorted.
Yeah.
Hey.
I hope. I hope. We'll see. But what I'll do is I'll take this off and I'll clean it and I'll show you the length difference. All right. There we go. Sorry for the bad photography here, or videography. But as you can see, this is the old one. It's considerably lower. There's about 35mm difference between here. So Bob's your uncle, and that should fix the issue. The good thing about this Argh suspension, as I was saying earlier in the last video, is this stub axle can just be unbolted and replaced. No dramas at all. So, oh look, how long have I been out here for? 20 minutes?
Not long at all.
So what I'll do is I'll repack the wheel bearing, return some parts that I don't need anymore, and let's see if this works. But just the thing to pay attention to when you're doing these, see this little notch here, that must always face down in the brake hub, because it's something to do with aligning the brake drum on the stub axle. But that's just a little trick for everybody who wants to do this job themselves.
You big squid you caught. This is how much we got out of it.
That's it. Hey.
That was it. But at least we can all have a try. Right?
Yeah, okay.
So,
Let's
taste it.
Check out the new drip. I'm sick of this big honker of mine getting burnt, so I do love my Vegemite. Cheers, BCF.
Hopefully this is gonna be good.
I will. And also I'm over here testing our water bladder, filling up the tanks. I shouldn't say testing because we've used it a few times, but it's a good idea. So we can carry an extra 100 litres of water in the car with that bladder and the 20-litre jug we got in the back.
I put too much pepper on it.
Okay. It's hot.
I want some more.
Oh,
Spicy.
sorry, but that's a perfect amount of pepper.
No, I want that one. I want that one.
That's too big for you. I knew you'd like it.
Hey, we're about to have a blowout. Yeah, take this. We're about to have a blowout.
All right, let's catch more.
What's great about this showground is that old mate. What's his name? Do you remember his name?
I'm just going to say John.
All right, let's go with John. Old mate. We asked if we could wash the car. He goes, I don't mind, but you got to do it discreetly. And I don't know how you wash a car discreetly, but we had old Nancy and Joe looking at us before. Go, what are these guys doing? But everything's been cleaned. Hey, Dale.
Yeah, so we've just had a big day of fixing things and cleaning things and preparing. I did a huge grocery shop because our next video we are off to
Rapid Bay, baby.
Rapid Bay. So that's going to be its own video, and hopefully it's going to be a lot of actual
fishing.
Like, it's going to be fishing, but
squid?
Actual fish and squid caught.
Us failing at trying to cook squid correctly.
Yeah.
What else could there be?
You can't ruin squid.
No, this is the end of the video. Hey, Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let the action start after this.
Yep, that's right.
This is the way our action's going to start going. We got Rapid Bay, then we got the York Peninsula, then
yes.
It's all happening.
That's right.
So
a lot of off-grid stuff where we need to live off our tiny little tanks of water for
yeah,
days
that's right.
on
I know
end.
last video I said we're going to do free camping and all that sort of stuff, but what I meant was low-cost camping.
Yeah, because there's only so many frees.
That's right.
Around.
So, anyways,
Right.
we will see you in the next video.
Yep,
And
on the boat.
we're going to be cruising out on the boat somewhere. So we're going to put a couple of GoPro mounts on the tinny, and hopefully it's going to start off with somebody getting squirted in the face by a squid.
And if we have bad weather the whole week we're there, he's going out anyway.
Yeah. I got a life jacket. I'm going to get squid and fish. I don't care what anyone says.
All right.
All right.
We'll
Catch
see
you
you
later.
there.